Yes, so this the next topic is pollution. Okay, pollution. Now, in this, I just want you to know air pollution is extremely important. And when we talk about air pollution, okay, so any pollutants which cause harm to our body is known as pollutant. Okay, now in this, there are few current related issues like you see, guys, emission norms for coal-based thermal power plants. That means, remember, one of the biggest pollutant is thermal power plants. Why? They burn coal, guys. The moment you burn coal, sulfur dioxide, nitrous oxide, right? Mercury emissions, many things will come from the coal. And we need to take measures to ensure that those pollutants are not released. Why? Sulfur dioxide would lead to sulfuric acid. Nitrous oxide leads to nitric acid, and they give acid rain and create lot of problem in the world. So it is because of this particular reason we normally try to argue that controlling thermal power plant based pollutants is very, very important. Now, I want you to know another aspect. Anything associated with biodiversity, animals, will be Wildlife Protection Act 1972. But if it is associated with air pollution, water pollution and all, then it is Environmental Protection Act 1986. Okay, it is Environmental Protection Act 1986. This is the basic difference between the two. Okay, I hope you got the difference. Whenever it is air pollution, water pollution, anything, it is Environmental Protection Act. Animals, if it is there, it is mostly what we call as Wildlife Protection Act. Okay, so now you look at this. Three categories with three deadlines have been provided, guys. And according to this, category A, within a 10-kilometer radius of Delhi NCR and cities, population more than 10 lakh, million plus cities. The, what do you call, deadlines is 2024. Category B and category C. For this, they have given different deadlines. Not so important, guys. But this is very, very important. Power plant units declared to retire before December 31, 2027 will not be required to meet the specified norms for sulfur dioxide. The meaning of that is, if any power plant is going to stop before 2027, you need not worry. Okay. So basically, they want to go for beneficiated coal. Okay, what is the meaning of coal beneficiation? Can be asked. A direct question can come about what is coal beneficiation? What is it? Process through which combustion attribute of the coal is enhanced by separating the inorganic impurities from the raw materials. So what exactly does this mean? I'll tell you. See, if you take anthracite coal, okay, if you take anthracite coal, yeah, in anthracite coal, mostly carbon that is present is how much? 80 to 85%. If you talk about bituminous coal, 60 to 65% carbon. Carbon content is how much? This much. Okay. Whereas remaining is impurities or ashes. Here it is 15 to 20% of ash. Here it is 35 to 40% of ash. So ash is more as you go to bituminous, lignite, peat and all. Now, what exactly is the meaning of beneficiated coal? What is the meaning of beneficiated coal? This ash content is reduced. Reduce ash content. Okay. So when you reduce ash content, guys, once you burn, ash reduces. And ash reduces. Whenever we are burning, ash will reduce. And this ash is divided into two ways. One is called fly ash. Another one is called as bottom ash. Whenever wind blows, if ash flies, it is called fly ash. If ash do not fly, it is called bottom ash. Now this fly ash will sit on leaves. They will be present on the leaves. And if it is present on the leaves, the plants will not give me yield. So we say yield reduces. Okay. Fly ash, when they sit on the leaves, yield reduces. So the main aspect is reduce the ash itself. So such coal is called as beneficiated coal gas. So you are trying to remove impurities that are there. Okay. Each TPPs generating thermal power plants, generating station should achieve 100% utilization of total ash generated at the plant. The meaning of that is, if any ash is, I repeat, if any ash is released, okay, if any ash is released, that ash should be used. Okay, so ash released from the burning of coal can be used for making bricks. Okay, it is used for making bricks. The same thing can be used to dump in the mining areas. Guys, ash, if it is falling on the leaves, yield decreases. But if ash is put near roots, what is going to happen? Yield increases. Okay, bricks will be there. If it is dumped in the mines, the gaps will be filled. If it is used near the roots, yield increases. It can be used in cement. It can be used in infrastructures. So you can use ash for multiple things. I'll explain this. Central government has told that if ash is released, this ash enters into people's nose and all, and it will trouble the people. So it is mandatory for us to reduce the usage of the ash. Okay, release of the ash. So we should use the ash. For what all will you use the ash? These are the things you should use the ash for, and ensure that no ash from the thermal power plant is released outside. That is the thing that you are looking here with respect to beneficiated coal. Now you see, pollution control technologies at different stages of power plant operation. Coal washing and blending, low nitrous oxide burner, and over fire air in the boiler for nitrous oxide, limestone injection for sulfur dioxide. So if you do these two guys, limestone, if you put, sulfur dioxide concentration decreases. Low nitrous oxide burner, if you put, it will reduce nitrous oxide. Not so important. If you know the other aspects, it's enough. Graded response action plans. See, it is an emergency response mechanism. I repeat, it is emergency response mechanism which is aimed at controlling air quality in Delhi. Okay, graded response action plan. That means as pollution level keeps on increasing, we should take precautionary measure and ensure that pollution is controlled. And where in India you will have highest pollution? It is mostly present in Delhi. And they have given, see here, they have given in different stages. Okay, if AQI level is 201 to 300, you have to do this. If AQI level is, what is AQI? Air quality index. If it is from 301 to 400, do these things. 401 to 450, do these things. 450 plus, do these things. Technical is not required. Technical not required. Okay. But I hope you are aware about air quality index. Okay, air quality index. And this color coding is very, very important, guys. Color coding is very, very important. Please go through them carefully once. Now, guys, you might have heard Supreme Court has told multiple times that we should replace firecrackers with green crackers. You might have heard we should replace firecrackers with green crackers. Okay, what exactly is that? This is what we should be aware about. Look at this. It was in 2018. Supreme Court said we should go for green crackers. Okay, what is green crackers? Please see this particular terminology, guys. Particular terminology. It don't contain hazardous elements like barium nitrate. Okay, so if someone says there is green carbon, that means it will, sorry, green crackers, that means it will not have barium nitrate. And it causes 30% reduction in particulate matter using potassium nitrate as oxidant. Yes, please understand. When you burn crackers, some small particle smoke will come. That will be reduced. How? Potassium nitrate will be added. So potassium nitrate will ensure that smoke is not released. Okay. Then guys, Council of Scientific and Industrial Research developed green crackers. NERI, National Environmental and Engineering Research Institute, developed green crackers. So, if you look at it, safe water releaser suppresses dust released by releasing water vapor in air. Star, safe thermite cracker does not comprise potassium nitrate and sulfur, emits reduced particulate matter disposal and reduced sound intensity. Suffle has minimum usage of aluminium and used magnesium instead. Okay, these are new crackers which are developed by NERI. Okay, NERI, Nagpur. This green crackers possibility of asking questions is there, guys. So it's important for you to study about them. Now, everyone, next, as you're aware, in Delhi, one of the biggest problem is because of stubble burning. Okay, stubble burning. That means Punjab, Haryana region, paddy straw when they burn. That is one of the biggest problem we have. Okay, now there is some guidelines given by the government to reduce this wastage and burning. You see, key features of guidelines. Key features of guidelines. Techno-commercial pilot projects for paddy straw supply chain to be established between beneficiary or aggregator and the industries. Okay, so between beneficiaries and industries, we should make measures, we should take measures and go for techno-commercial pilot projects. Government to provide financial assistance on capital cost of machinery and equipment. See this. Now, whatever stubble you have, that is paddy that you have, that you need to, like, ensure that it is burnt in a safe manner. It is utilized in a safe manner without harming environment. For that, money is normally provided. Okay, and what are all the things that come from this? This can be a question. Particulate matter, carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, ash, sulfur dioxide. Okay, these are mostly released, okay, due to stubble burning. Next, guys, in Delhi, they had a plan to have artificial rain. Okay, so let me talk about that a bit. Because that is important because of uh, floods in different parts of the world, Dubai floods and all. Okay, see this. Now, what is the problem of Delhi? In Delhi, you will have fog. And the fog is formed because of dust particles. Now, once fog is formed, then smoke is added. then smoke is added. That is, it will form smog. So my plan is to not to focus on smoke and all. First, let me remove the fog. How shall I remove the smog? What should I do? Let us say you have a cloud. Cloud will give you rainfall. And when cloud gives rainfall, what is going to happen? All these particles will be brought down by the clouds. They all reach at the bottom because of the cloud. Now, what is going to happen? If dust particles are removed, then there is no fog. If there is no fog, there is no smog. Everything will be fine. So for this, what should happen? You should use or you should get rain. And how do you get rain? You are going to get rain. You are going to get rain through what? Cloud seeding. Cloud seeding. So guys, normally you may have big clouds like cumulonimbus clouds. And in this clouds, we will have few particles. We will add few particles called as hygroscopic nuclei. Hygroscopic nuclei. And this is silver iodide. And what will it do? What will it do? Now, if you have water particles anywhere, silver iodide absorbs them. And as silver iodide absorbs them, the size increases. As the size increases, you will get rainfall. So the work of silver iodide particles is to bring the water vapor together and create artificial rains. Create artificial rain. Now you see here. Now you see here. Cloud seeding. Okay, you see. Silver iodide is released by a plane or ground-based generator. Okay, either through flight or through this. Silver iodide particles reach the targeted cloud. Remember, you're not creating the cloud. Already cloud is there. In that cloud, you are putting silver iodide particles. Silver iodide particles help in formation of air crystals, ice crystals. Now, too heavy to remain in the air, the ice crystals will come down. Okay, so which is normally used as this? You see chemicals used. One is silver iodide, another one is potassium iodide, sodium chloride, dry ice, okay, that is solid carbon dioxide. All these normally lead to what we call as cloud seeding, and it gives very heavy rainfalls. cloud seeding, and it gives very heavy rainfall. Okay, what are the conditions that are required? You see, clouds need to be deep enough and have a suitable temperature, typically -10 and -12 degrees Celsius. Okay, so this is basically called as what? Cloud seeding. Cumulonimbus clouds. If you recollect, I just told you now. If you have cumulonimbus clouds, okay, if you have cumulonimbus clouds, those clouds will help in giving us rainfalls. Okay, that is what you observe in this cloud seeding. Only those words are enough, guys. Nothing much beyond that. Okay, next. Swachh Vayu Sarvekshan 2023 Clean Air Survey was announced, guys. Every year it is announced by Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change under National Clean Air Program. Okay, it will tell which places are clean for inhalation and all. Okay, and what is the category? You see here, guys. Results are important. Indore in Madhya Pradesh ranked first category, million plus population. Amravati in Maharashtra ranked first in second category, where people are 3 to 10 lakhs. Parwanu in Himachal Pradesh ranked first in third category, less than 3 lakh population. Okay. Criteria for Swachh Vayu Sarvekshan. This can be asked. You see, what are all the criteria that are there? Biomass and municipal solid waste burning. See, guys, air pollution is because of what? People will put all the garbage and burn that. Now, when you burn, what is going to happen? You will have dust coming out. Second, road dust. When vehicles will move, lot of dust is released. This is the reason you might have seen recently in urban areas, they clean the roads. Okay, dust from construction and demolition waste. Vehicular emission, just 20%. Okay, emissions from industries. Improvement in PM10 concentrations, 2.5 PM10. See guys, particulate matter 10, particulate matter 2.5 is considered to be a major pollutant. IEC activities or public awareness. If you are doing public awareness, then they will give 2.5% points to that. And other emissions, other greenhouse gas emissions is given 10%. Okay. Water pollution, groundwater in India. See, this result you see, overexploited units of underground water is mostly present in Punjab, Haryana, Delhi, Uttar Pradesh region, western part in parts of Rajasthan and Gujarat, southern part Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. You have seen Karnataka already. Groundwater is removed and they are suffering. Water trading not required. National Water Award. Okay. Madhya Pradesh has got best state. Ganjam in Odisha has got best district for providing clean water. See guys, we have something called as overshoot days. Okay, overshoot day is what exactly is overshoot day? So we have uh, Earth overshoot day. There is something called global footprint network, which will check. See guys, Earth will produce gases, minerals, right? All these are produced by what? Earth. And this is produced for 1 year. 1 year. Okay. But human beings consume them early. Somewhere, let's say August 2nd. So actually, it is for 1 year, but by August 2nd, everything is utilized. So that is basically called as Earth overshoot day. Okay, the date on which all the gases and minerals produced by the Earth for 1 year is utilized is called Earth overshoot day. Similarly, you will have plastic overshoot days. What is it? Plastic overshoot day. Okay. So guys, the meaning of that is how much plastic are we releasing into the environment that nature is not able to degrade it. Okay, let us say in a year, 100 tons of plastic is biologically degraded by living organisms. Okay, 1 year, 100 tons. But we are adding 100 tons by July 28th. After that, if you add anything, nature will not be able to degrade it within a year. That means more plastic will be going to be accumulated. That is called plastic overshoot days. That is called as what? Plastic overshoot day. So what is it? The day when the amount of plastic waste surpasses the capability of waste management systems to effectively manage. July 28, 2023, the Earth saw its first plastic overshoot day. For the first time, it is being released by Earth Action, Swiss-based research consultancy called Earth Action. And they are talking about plastic waste management. India saw its plastic overshoot day on 6th Jan 2023. Can you imagine? What should we do throughout? We are going to release within How much? 6th Jan. For entire earth, how much? July 28th, 2023. But for India, it is 6th Jan. That means how irresponsibly we are throwing plastic into the nature. This is what is being studied. Guys, UNCCD, United Nations Convention to Combat Desertification, for the first time, it has given data about 126 countries. How much of deserts are there, drought prone areas are there, that is being done under this. Okay, for the first time it has given. Yesterday we spoke about ground level ozone. Guys, people who are freshers, look at endosulfanes. Endosulfane. People are getting diseases because they are exposed to this. It's very simple thing. Minamata Convention. Its aim is to reduce mercury pollution. Minamata Convention, its aim is to reduce mercury pollution. Okay. These are not required, guys. If it was in India, it would have been important. Okay. There's the next topic we have is mostly about biodiversity. Okay, biodiversity. See, I want you to know global biodiversity framework has been established. Okay, see, we had something called as Aichi biodiversity targets. Okay, so quickly, 1992, we had something called as 1992. Okay, we had something called as United Nations Convention on Environment and Development, UNCED, which occurred at Rio. Under this, we had something called CBD, Convention on Biological Diversity. And their main aim was to conserve genetic diversity, species diversity, and ecosystem diversity. And guys, in 2009-10, these people decided we should give targets to the world. And that target is called as Aichi biodiversity targets. Aichi biodiversity targets. Okay, and this was given from, if I'm not wrong, 2011 to 2020. 10 years target was given. This was not achieved by 2020. So 2020 was COVID. They met in 2021, 22, where they established, first they met at Kunming, and later they met at what do you call Montreal. So it is called Kunming Montreal Biodiversity Framework. Biodiversity Framework. And this is also known as Global Biodiversity Framework. Okay. And guys, the ambition of this is to conserve 30% of land and 30% of water by 2030s. Okay. And for this, developed countries will be giving money to developing and least developed countries. Now that money is called as, or that money is kept under Global Biodiversity Framework Fund. Global Biodiversity Framework Fund. You see here? Now, what is the goal? To halt human-induced species extinction. That means we should ensure species extinction is reduced. Equitable sharing of benefits. See guys, some biodiversity is there in India. That is, some plants may be present in India, and that plants are being used by US companies for medicines and all. Then money should be given to India also. Sustainable use of biodiversity and closing the biodiversity finance gap of $700 billion. They want to give $700 billion per year, which is not possible. So they want to reduce it. Next, you see, what are the key targets? 30% of land, 30% of inland water, marine resources, and coastal ecosystem should be protected by 2030. Should be protected by 2030. Then reducing the rate of introduction of invasive alien species, IAS. Okay, invasive alien species, IAS, by 2050. Okay, that is also very, very important for you. Cutting global food waste by half. Reduce global food waste by half. Reducing the loss of areas of high biodiversity importance. Food waste we should reduce. Reduce the loss of areas of high biodiversity importance. That means biodiversity hotspots should be protected. Reducing by $500 billion annual harmful government subsidies. Yes, government is giving subsidies, like, to destroy some forests and all without knowledge. Those things needs to be reduced, especially to spread agriculture and all. Mobilizing investment close to biodiversity funding gap by $200 billion. Guys, this year, very important, guys. I repeat, you see the targets once. 30% of the land, inland water, marine and coastal ecosystem must be protected by 2030. Okay, reducing the rate of introduction of invasive alien species by 2050. Okay, cutting global food waste by half. Okay, reducing the loss of areas of high biodiversity, reducing by $500 billion annual harmful government subsidies. These are all the things. I think yesterday, if I'm not wrong, I told you about Global Environment Facility. I spoke about how money comes and how it is being kept. Can you see here? Guys, what I'm trying to tell you, anyone who does it will give more or less same things, guys. But here they have also included Minamata Convention on Mercury. You see CBD, UNFCCC, Stockholm Convention, UNCCD, right? Minamata Convention on Mercury is also linked to this, it seems. Okay? Add to that, that's it. Guys, there can be a question about dolphins. Okay? There can be a question about dolphins because 11 countries signed, okay, first of its kind, global declaration of river dolphins by 2030. Okay. Now, what is the main intention? To protect, conserve these things. You see, halt and reverse the decline of all river dolphins, to safeguard remaining river dolphins, enhance the health of the rivers. Okay, which countries are there? Bangladesh, Bolivia, Brazil, Cambodia, Colombia, Ecuador, India, Nepal. Okay, it is not just Asia, South America is also included. Please see this, guys. Global declaration of river dolphins is done by 11 countries, which is basically present in Asia and South America. You see here, Amazon. It is also known as Pink River. Dolphin or Boto. In Amazon, we have, okay, Pink River dolphin or Boto. In Ganges River, you have Susu, blind one. You might have heard blind one, Susu. In Indus River, you have Bulan. Okay. Then you see, I don't know how you pronounce, Tusuksi, present in Amazon River. All are endangered. All species are endangered. Irrawaddy, present in South and Southeast Asia. See guys, match the following, they may ask. Amazon, Pink River dolphin or Boto, Susu, like you know, Ganges, Bulan, Indus. Okay. Tusuksi, freshwater dolphin. Where is it? Amazon River. Irrawaddy, South and Southeast Asia. See guys, if something is adopting Delhi's framework on farmers' right, then obviously this question will be asked. Okay, who is accepting Global Symposium on Farmers' Right? Global Symposium on Farmers' Rights are basically telling that we need to adopt Delhi framework on farmers' rights. Okay, What exactly is this? What exactly is this? You see, it is organized by Secretariat of International Treaty on Plant Genetic Resources for Food and Agriculture. PGRFA are the raw material that form basis of all varieties and include this. Okay, I don't want these two. I just want you to be aware about key highlights of Delhi framework. Okay, what is Delhi framework talking about? Creating functional synergy across different UN instruments. That means different UN bodies should work together for helping farmers realize their rights. Okay. Second, establish or support farmer managed seed system for traditional varieties. Okay. So we should support farmers to produce traditional varieties of seeds and protect them. Building farmer centric partnership opportunities. Okay. We should aim to help farmers to grow crops. All these come under Delhi framework. Okay. Then you see ITPGRFA, International Treaty on Plant Genetic Resources for Food Agriculture. This is of FAO and it is also known as Seed Treaty. It is also known as Seed Treaty. Okay. It is an international agreement to conserve, use, and manage. Okay. It is an international agreement to conserve, use, and manage genetic resources of food and agriculture around the world. It is legally binding agreement and India is a party to this. Okay, guys, please remember this place. There is something called as Svalbard Global Seed Vault. The meaning of that is there is a place by name Svalbard. There, different varieties of seeds are stored. So it is called Svalbard Global Seed Vault. Okay. So this is very, very important for you. New World Heritage Sites in India. Okay. Natural World Heritage Sites. See, yes, World Heritage Sites. It is not just man-made. It can be man-made. It can be natural as well. Okay. It can be man-made. It can be natural. It can be cultural. It can be cultural. You see here, Keoladio National Park. Keoladio National Park. Great Himalayan National Park. Nanda Devi and Valley of Flowers National Park. Guys, near Nanda Devi, you also have Valley of Flower. Sundarbans, Manas, Kaziranga. And you also have Western Ghats. See here. According to new research, the World Heritage Sites make up less than 1% of the Earth's surface. About World Heritage, what is it? It must have outstanding universal value under World Heritage Convention 1972. Under this, we have three categories: cultural, natural, and mixed. In India, in total, we have 42, out of which 34 are cultural, 7 are natural, and 1 is mixed type. Okay. So, what are the 7 natural? Keoladio National Park in Rajasthan, Great Himalayan National Park in Himachal Pradesh, Nanda Devi and Valley of Flowers in Uttarakhand, Sundarbans, Kaziranga, Manas, Western Ghats. These 7 they act as what we call as natural, okay, UNESCO World Heritage Sites. Guys, Parliament of India actually modified Biodiversity Act 2023. Okay, initially it was Biodiversity Act 2002. It has been modified recently. Biological Diversity Amendment Act is modified. Okay, now what is this Biological Diversity Act? It is aimed at India implementing CBD 1992. Under this, we have established National Biodiversity Authority, State Biodiversity Authority, Biodiversity Management Committees are established, not required. Okay, this is very, very important. You see, extension of exemptions, okay, require prior approval or intimation for the regulatory authority for accessing biological resources. That means you should take permission from the authority if you want to go and access biological resources. But it exempts Ayush registered practitioners. Why? Ayush people, like, they have to go and they have to take different plant species. Okay, they have to take different plant species and use. That's why they are permitted to take without permission. Okay, local people can go, communities can go. Fine, they all can go for utilizing the biological resources. Approval for intellectual property rights. Species that approval of NBA is required before applying for IPR involving biological resources obtained from India. Okay, so that is the approval of NBA is required. Changes the requirement, and now the approval will be required before the actual grant of the IPR. Okay, see guys, earlier, before application itself, you had to take permission. Now, before giving you IPR, they will go for what do you call it as? Like, approval. Benefit sharing. Benefit sharing. Okay, requires users of biological resources to share benefits with local communities. Exempts users of codified traditional knowledge from this requirement. Don't worry. Okay, offenses: failure to take approvals from the authorities for various activities which were punishable up to 5 years or a fine or both. It decriminalizes the offenses and makes offenses punishable with a penalty between rupees 1 lakh and 50 lakhs. Guys, members have been increased, guys. From 10, it has been made 16. 4 representatives from SSB and all not required. Wildlife Protection Act 1972 was also amended. And under this, we have brought 4 new things. Schedule 1, guys. Animals, if you kill them, you will have more punishment. That means they have more protection. Schedule 2, little less protection. Schedule 3 is for plants. Schedule 4 is for species that are protected under CITES. Earlier there was 6 schedules. Now they have made 4 schedules. Earlier there were 6 schedules. Now they have made 4 schedules. Another thing, guys, new chapter 5B for implementation of sites. Elephants are now permitted for religious and other uses. Please understand this. They are not banning, but they are permitting elephants to be used for religious purposes. Okay. And then, guys, then entrusts the chief wildlife warden to control, manage, and maintain all sanctuaries in the state. This is very important. They have spoken about, chief wildlife warden. He will be established in every state, and his role is to protect, conserve the entire forest area. Okay, guys, 1973 Project Tiger was there, 50 years. Okay, so Project Tiger is now celebrated for 50 years. That's why in your static part, please read Project Tiger properly. Okay, you see, under sites, it is in Appendix 1. What is the meaning of Appendix 1? The meaning of this is, if any animal is in Appendix 1, okay guys, if any species is in Appendix 1, that means it is in danger. IUCN status is EN. EN is endangered. EN is endangered. Schedule 1, guys. WPA Schedule 1, 1972. And as it is in sites, it is in Schedule 4 also. Yes, this year Project Tiger, they may ask you. Okay, please look at that carefully. This data can also be asked. You see, Madhya Pradesh has the highest tigers, guys, followed by Karnataka. Then Uttarakhand, Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu. State with lowest tigers, Nagaland, Mizoram. Northeast. Jim Corbett in Uttarakhand has highest, followed by Bandipur and Nagarhole in Karnataka and Tamil Nadu region. Guys, let's take break for 5 minutes. I'll start this. Yes. Now, you see, National Tiger Conservation Authority accords final approval to Dholpur Karoli Tiger Reserve. Okay. And which are the other recently approved tiger reserve? Virangana Durgavati Tiger Reserve in Madhya Pradesh. Okay. They are notified by state governments on the advice of NTCA. In a related development, cleared the NTCA's in principle approval to declare Kumbhalgarh Wildlife Sanctuary as Tiger Reserve. Okay. Now, geographical location. It extends between Dholpur and Karauli districts of eastern Rajasthan, bordering Madhya Pradesh. It is fifth tiger reserve from Rajasthan. Okay, very important, guys. They may ask you this. Next, Project Cheetah. NTCA has formed Cheetah Project Steering Committee to keep watch on Cheetah project, because you know that we have introduced the cheetahs. So, you see what are the things. The 11-member CPSC comprising national, constituted to oversee, not required. Committee is formed in the wake of the recent death of cubs born to a translocated Namibian cheetah. Okay, a Namibian cheetah gave birth to cubs and unfortunately it died at the Kuno National Park. Okay, features. At least 50 cheetahs will be introduced in various national parks over 5 years, and it will be implemented by National Tiger Conservation Authority. Aim is to introduce African cheetah in India. Cheetah became extinct in India in 1952, becoming only large wild mammalian species that went extinct since independence. Okay. You see, African cheetah comes under Appendix 1 of CITES. In IUCN, it is vulnerable. Asiatic cheetah is critically endangered because you know most of them is already dead. Okay, and what is a characteristic? It is fastest land mammal and can hunt both. Okay, during the day. I'm sorry. Yes, gestation period and all are not required. Guys. Don't worry. President participated in Gaj Utsav, okay, at Kaziranga National Park to mark 30 years of Project Elephant. See, yes, 50 years of Project Tiger, 30 years of Project Elephant. Mandatorily, there can be a question. Okay, there can be a question on these two. So please read about Project Elephant. Okay, West Bengal has the highest number of elephant corridors in India, and there are 6 transnational corridors between India and Nepal. Such factual data is additional. Else, you can see Project Elephant is very, very important. International Rhino Foundation, they have released State of Rhino Report 2023. Okay. Now, you have different types of rhinos. 3 are found in Asia, 2 are found in Africa. Sumatran rhino, Javan rhino, and great one-horned rhino. Okay. 2 found in Africa, white rhino and black rhino. Yes, vultures normally are affected due to drugs taken by human bodies. So whichever will affect the vultures, that should be reduced from usage, is what they are trying to tell. Normally, we say flora, fauna. They want to use the new term funga. That is, they want to talk about fungus also. Flora, fauna, right? Producers, consumers, decomposers, detritus. Invasive alien species. Guys, if you have time, if you have patience, then you at least, okay, remember these guys. That's it. Prosopis chilensis, mosquito fish, Honocarpus trees, Ludwigia peruviana, red fire ant. These are all invasive alien species. Is the meaning of invasive alien species is if you have even one species that will destroy the entire ecosystem, that is called invasive alien species. IUCN red list. Yes, GS classes you would have read the 9 aspects, so don't worry about it. See guys, Burachapori Wildlife Sanctuary in Assam is important because rhinoceros has entered into this area after 40 years. Okay. Yes, this one. According to Union government, melanistic tigers have been recorded only in Simlipal Tiger Reserve in Odisha. It is a type which is present only in Simlipal, Odisha. Species in news, guys. Hangul, this may be asked. Nilgiri tar. Tamil Nadu government has launched Project Nilgiri tar, okay, to protect it. Sangai deer, please remember Manipur has this. Guys, this was in news, guys. Pangolian. Scientists have discovered a new species of highly endangered pangolian in China. Yes, you have flying squirrel, guys. Basically known as Namdapa flying squirrel, which is present in Arunachal Pradesh. Very, very important. Because great Indian bustard is always in news. Something or the other always occurs with this. Yes, this is important. Mangrove pitta birds. Okay, these are there is a first ever census of mangrove pitta birds in Odisha, and they had found 179 birds. Okay, guys. Yes, there is a new committee form not required. United Nations Forum on Forests. This is very, very important. Okay. Why? India hosted it. Anything which India hosts will be asked. Okay. There is no doubt they will definitely ask about it. India hosted a country-led initiative event as part of United Nations Forum on Forests in Dehradun, Uttarakhand. Okay, India hosted a country-led initiative event as part of United Nations Forum on Forests. Country-led initiative focuses on two areas: forest fires, forest forest certification, and sustainable forest management. Sustainable forest management. Go through that once, guys. That's enough. Wetlands, coastland, and oceans. Okay, it's very, very important. United Nations adopts world's first international treaty to protect the high seas. Because high seas are areas beyond exclusive economic zones, and this they want to protect. Okay. And if anyone is polluting, they need to pay money for that. Coral reefs. See, this all these are more or less repeatedly asked. It's nothing much. Vembanad Lake wetland, Bhoj wetland, Madhya Pradesh, Dal Lake, Jammu Kashmir, Kanwar Lake, Bihar, Dipor Beel, Assam, Sundarbans, West Bengal, Chilka Lake, Odisha, Kolleru Lake, Pulicat Lake. Yes, recently India got 5 new wetlands. So mandatorily that will be asked. Okay. Guys, don't waste your time on these type of things, guys. Even if they ask, you can leave, because they won't give from such small things. Okay. If they're asking a question on even these issues, it will be much detailed. So don't waste your time in reading everything. Okay. Nothing much, guys. They have just released Zoological Survey of India has released some news. That's it. Yes, all this is being done just to increase the number of pages, guys. They're of no use for you. Framework for acceptable of green deposits. Okay, guys, we all can invest in bank in the name of green deposits, and they will use for green financing projects. Green bonds means money will be raised to give it for uh, projects which are aimed at ecological conservation. Green buildings are the one which tries to reduce absorption of greenhouse, emit radiation and all. So what do? Green buildings, lights and all they use less. Energy efficient equipments will be there. You will have tree cover, plant cover and all, and ensure that the what do you call as emissions are almost zero. Mahir, guys, International Solar Alliance. The only international organization in India. Yes, I'm just trying to show you all these are not required, guys. Guys, science and technology, they may ask you this, guys. Hydrogen fuel cells. Hydrogen fuel cells, very important. We'll try to do in science and techs. Guys, this is important. You see here, biofuels. If at all you produce biofuel from sugar cane, beets, etc., it is called first generation. If you produce biofuel from Jatropha, Pongamia, non-food crops, it is called second generation. If you produce it from algal, it is called third generation. If you produce it from microorganism, it will be called as fourth generation. Biofuels are given 4 names, guys. First, what we eat, from that, if you can get biofuel first generation, which we don't eat, like Jatropha and all, if we get, it is second generation. From algae, third generation. From microorganism, fourth generation. All these are not required, guys. Okay, don't waste your time on these. Guys, star labeling basically means you need to put 3-star, 4-star, 5-star, which indicates how much energy is being effectively utilized. Okay, don't waste your time on all these, guys. Guys, uh, nothing much to worry about. Okay, yes, Ken Betwa link project is there from long, you see. Again, they are repeating some of the old news. Okay, old news and old questions. Nothing much. Guys, if you can read till here, that is more than enough, guys. Okay. Along with this, I think this ended in Feb or something. I will add the new things that have come after that. Okay. Especially like your uh, biosphere, sorry, wetlands and all. See, this is disaster management. Okay. So till there, if you have seen, that is more than enough. Okay. Any doubts you have, guys, please ask. Okay. Fine, guys. Yes, current affairs related, even if you are missing, it will be there in YouTube. But uh, we'll try to do all PT 365s possible. From tomorrow, as usual, we'll go for, okay, Indian polity. Yes, ma'am. No need to read other things, ma'am. This should be more than enough. Okay, yes. Thank you.